He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cardinal offense will... Field to get things underway. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys. They're backed off 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. On the ground, it's Mobley. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll test the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Mobley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. This guy is a daring puncher. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers. Tim Brown, who won a Heisman. Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Grant in the backfield. It's Walton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Throwing. Carr. A shot for the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Pulls it in. It's Grant. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Carr fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll run it. It's Walton. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Booster!
To the air, it's Carr. Oh, nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from... That's going for the goal line. And he will take it in. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the right. It's going. Just the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change when you create a turnover and you get the ball.
One of the most storied venues in college football, Nortedame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Little gets the blood boiling. What like a rivalry game. Cards, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Palmer and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not going to the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Stanford's offense will have first crack at this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They are all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you won this week more than most.
Yeah, and if we played in these games before, everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster, the crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Shaw. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Makes a catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to fire.
got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
Crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll start the return inside the spot. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out the first time they've had the ball today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's betting. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early. There are a lot of coaches that want to think themselves that, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fuller. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running inside. It's 4. Maybe some room here. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. At the end of the quarter, it's Stanford holding the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Lions is man. It's on. Hard running there. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Unloads it left. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. Running for the sack. His defense turning up the intensity.
And man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. You can't find a place to go with the football. And this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on fourth down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Walton. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The short hands, it's Graham. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good thing.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They got it back after that last drive stalled out and they were stopped. Fires one high and deep. It's picked up and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's stopped not much on the return, but a home run getting the football.
It's so easy to be up in the booth and say, you should have put more sit on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob rush. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throwing on the run. Coastal coverage. Got it deep downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And then what does he do when he rolls out? He gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that playback because that was a touchdown and he dropped it.
Making side adjustments here.
Booster, booster! Spider over! Spider over!
Gets the back moving.
Western, western! Shift! Ready, go!
Here's Carr to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Red 54, red 54!
Play action, C.J. Carr. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run inside. It's 4. There's a crease. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Warren. Puts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in the move. He's doing a nice job. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. He got it beat down in bounds.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Throwing. Carr. It's complete to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Here's a hit. He spins that thing down the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We began with a look at Missouri taking on the number 24 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Tigers with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes a connection. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Might be changing the route. Carr. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a big play. They're ripping off chunks of yards. They get it to the 33.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking for room. It's Mobley. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Touchdown! Made the grab and turned on in for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
comes down to execution. So you've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line on the front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last one.
And he'll just take the lead. This drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately get off a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. The option, he'll keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. We saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Blackburn. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Stanford, fresh off that big play through the air, is back to work. He'll do it himself. Brings it to the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down. Another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Shakes off the defender. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
With the catch, it's Blackburn. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. In the red area, it's Ford. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Keep it on second down. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do it. It's parked again inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route.
Sweep. That's it. Go.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And Man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Midway point of the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The option look. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular there.
Here's Carr to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Tight end now in motion. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Carr. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down. Stop this drive.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in some change situation and get you the football.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Running inside. Defense covering it up and nothing. The offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's a big man decline, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
It's complete to the left. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He might want another play. Throwing. Carr. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Carr from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Looking down the middle. picked off. That's number 15 on the year. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense trying to take it back. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Right back to the well. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tackle after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The Wade handoff. It's 4. The timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They're on inside. It's 4. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's 4. Tackled there by the defense. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. They believe they can run right here. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and 4th down's coming up. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Booster, Western. Level. Go.
Carr. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Carr. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, ripping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you should win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely